welcome back to a Thursday stream. Not just any Thursday stream, but the very first Orbis Overdrive. I know I have been hyping this up. This is what's going to be replacing Here's the Thing streams. And today I am joined by Name. You wanna?
Hello guys, the better person is here. I know you guys miss Mashuu, but it's you got the better deal here. You guys got the better deal.
Yeah, Mashuu unfortunately got sick, so please send him all your well wishes.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not replacing Mashuu, guys. I'm not replacing him.
No.
It's just a substitution. You know what I mean? Just a substitution, guys.
Yeah,
it's okay.
he's just sick. He'll be here for the next
okay.
one. But yeah, so basically, Orbis Overdrive is different from Here's the Thing, where we'll be talking about the patch update video, but we will be having a little bit more than that. There will be different segments for this series, and yeah, so we'll be moving right along into the very first segment, which is the imprint. Basically, going over the patch update video. This is similar to, how Mashuu does it, right? Where he'll look over the patch and we'll be talking about it.
But see, now you guys got two people. Double the trouble, guys. Double the trouble. Come on.
Double the trouble. I don't want to be trouble though. Can I be double?
Fine, I'll be trouble.
Okay, yeah.
I'll be trouble. I'll be trouble.
We'll be talking about the new hero Beehoo, his new side story, the new ML4 Peacemaker Furious, and the World Arena schedule, which is scheduled to end February 4th, I believe, 2 weeks.
Gotta get there, guys.
Get there.
The grind is real. I need a grind too. I'm still in gold right now. I shouldn't be there, but it's gonna be a grind. Grind now.
Where's everyone else in their rank grind?
If you try to do it the last 2 weeks, though, there's people like me that are not supposed to be in gold, and then it gets a lot harder because everyone tries hard, right?
I think it depends. If you catch it early enough, like today or like in the next few days, you'll be able to get to Masters really fast.
Yeah, but then you have to play again, or else you break down.
It's a longer period now.
It's not 2 weeks though.
It's okay. It's not three. It's not 3 days, but still. Okay, I am not bronze.
Hey, don't call her out like that.
I'm not bronze.
She's like silver.
I'm better than bronze. Okay, anyway, moving on. We're also going to be talking about the new skin concept art, the LQC skin. If you reach Masters, the episode revamp, the new exclusive equipments, and the new 3-star heroes.
I personally like the new 3 stars. Not all of them. There's 2 of them I don't really like, but 3 of them I do like. I won't go into detail because, I'm not going to give it away which ones are the best, But
you mean just your favorites?
Just my favorites.
Okay.
Just my fine.
So we're going to move right along into talking about Beehoo.
Beehoo!
Yeah, the new hero that will be coming out. He is a Fire Ranger Capricorn. We're going to look at his stats really quick. Medudine? There's no Medudine.
Okay. Do you guys actually know all the signs and stuff? Not the names, but the actual the signs? Because if you guys dang.
Yeah. So if you look at his stats, his stats aren't too bad.
It's not bad.
For being a ranger.
Speed's pretty good.
Yeah,
115 is pretty good, I enjoy it. I like it.
I know there's a lot of people. I have seen people asking for Beehoo for a while. Ever since they saw him as an NPC, they have been asking for him. And
all the furries out there.
The SG gods have heard you and are giving us Beehoo. So let's look right into his skills. His S1, Scorching Flare, it attacks the enemy with flames burning for 1 turn, and when used on his turn has a 50% chance to incinerate instead of Scorching Flare, which is attacking the enemy with an explosion of flames and burns for 1 turn before detonating burn effects inflicted on the target at the end of the turn. And the skill cannot trigger a dual attack. So let's see, at max, it's what, 100%?
Yeah, it's 100%. That's not bad.
It's an interesting.
If you can stack enough burns, right, and then you just incinerate.
Mm-hmm. I know some people were talking about how you can pair him with Researcher Carrot or ML Kawazu. I feel like also just burn units, right? So skill 2, we'll be moving right along. is increasing attack and defense by 20%, and when attacking cannot trigger a critical hit. Increases burn damage suffered by enemies by 30%. The skill does not affect or does not the skill effect does not stack with other passive skills of the same name.
You know, like I personally like all these characters that you don't have to get critical hit chance on. I really do. I don't know why. It's just so much easier to build for me. For some reason, I don't have enough crit chance, and all the crit chance that I do have are on my other units. So I really like these kind of heroes. Like,
I actually surprisingly get a lot of crit chance on my counter gear.
Really?
A lot of my counter gear is at like 20 plus crit chance.
Wow.
It's kind of insane, not gonna lie, which is kind of odd, but yeah.
Wow.
And then we'll move right along into his skill 3. Wow. Feast of Radiance. With light, dispels 2 buffs from all enemies and makes them unbuffable for 2 turns before increasing combat readiness of the caster by 50% and increases combat readiness of all allies except the caster by 20%. And I think some people were saying that this is sort of like if AOL had a CR push.
Oh.
A little bit. No silence, but still dispels 2 buffs and makes them unbuffable with CR push.
That's pretty good. I like it. Honestly, I like people that just increase CR too. Mm-hmm. Like CR push is like, you can't beat it. You can't beat it, especially if you can work it well with your team. I love it. I love it.
I know like some people were saying, oh, he doesn't seem that great, but having that balance is so hard.
Yeah, it is. And you know what? You know what's funny? I've seen it a lot in the years that I've been playing. We always say somebody's bad, and then they come out, and everyone says they're amazing all of a sudden. You know, you never know until you test it. You never know. You never know. They're just like, oh, he's good now. It's like, what happened to your other opinion, right?
Yeah, so you gotta wait.
You never know.
On paper, someone could be really good. On paper, someone could look not so great, and then when they come out, it's just the opposite.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, yeah. So we'll be moving right along into his Ranger exclusive artifact. That art looks so good. It
really does. Honestly, all the artifact artwork in Epic 7 is really nice. I really like all of them.
Yeah, so after using a non-attack skill, increases combat readiness of the caster by 20% and burns the target for 2 turns.
That's a burn, nice.
So just burns all around. Okay.
I love burns.
Yeah, moving on. And he will have his own side story. Chat. How do you think his side story is going to go? Because I feel like a lot of the characters' side stories have been very good, have been very touching too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really a side story person. I go for the resources, right? But I did read a couple of them, and they are really good. I do go back when I do have time and play it again, you know. But yeah, we'll see. As long as the rewards are good, I'm with it. I'm with it.
He is the lore skipper.
Red Elves, be quiet.
Yeah. Okay. So moving right along. And then Peacemaker Furious. So the ML4.
All right. What do you guys think about his design? Personally, I like eye patch dudes. I don't know why. I don't know where it came from, but I like it. And I think he looks cool. I know he's a little old, but he looks cool. I think he looks cool.
Yeah, well, let's look at his skills and sets and everything. And
oh, he's pretty slow.
He is pretty slow, but
pretty slow.
But his defense and health,
pretty good.
Pretty
not bad.
good
Overall,
for
not
being
bad.
up there. And we'll go right into his skills.
Ooh,
we understand that this is what we released yesterday. This is just kind of a time for us to be able to kind of really hear from you guys, how you guys are feeling, how you guys are getting the first impressions of everything as well. So yeah. So his first skill attacks the enemy, increases combat readiness of the caster by 15%, and then when used on the caster's turn has a 40% chance to grant an extra attack with the same skill, and the damage dealt increase proportional to the caster's defense. So another defense scaling unit.
I like it. Honestly, anything that scales with defense, I also like, because for some reason, I have so much defense gear. It's ridiculous. Like, one of my fastest speed is on a defense. It's I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but it's literally like defense.
So
Like
we'll
Arya. My Arya is sick.
Yeah, his skill 2. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, we'll go on to his skill 2. And it increases speed of all allies for 2 turns and grants fury to the caster for 3 turns before granting an extra turn. So in the preview, it's just Fury is doing his furious thing. His S2. But I will say his S3. The next skill, his S3 was really cool.
Let's look at it.
Yeah, his S3.
Let's look at it.
The black hole cannon.
That name just sounds cool. I like it.
So he's not only a defense scaling unit, but also uses
penetration.
Yeah, he has when his defense is higher.
I mean, there's not a lot of units that actually nowadays there is a lot of units that have a lot of defense. So this might be like overall good against people that aren't like Arya, you know, and oh my God, Karina and things like that. But like, yeah. I like it.
Also a focus unit.
I don't like right now focus units like I don't personally.
Chat, how are you guys feeling about focus units? I know we've had a few of them.
There's too many people to take it away.
Okay, yeah, we'll move right along into just normally, they're both gonna be globally banned, so until the end of the season. I feel Solitaria in your game's coming.
Oh, I wish I had a Solitaria.
Yep, moving right along.
Don't have a lot of units, guys.
So yeah, the season is ending on Saturday, 2/4. So put that in your calendars. Make sure to get the master so you can get that LQC skin. Okay, and the next slide will be that skin concept. How do you guys feel about her concept?
So freaking cute.
I think it's very regal.
I like it.
Very
the sword is a little small for me, but overall, I like that. I like the whole outfit.
I don't think the sword
is that size.
I think the sword is her normal giant.
The giant one. Well, I hope so, because the sword looks really nice. But if it's actually that small, I'd rather have it be longer. Like,
yeah. No, I think it's still the same.
It needs to be taller than her.
Yeah, I think it's still gonna be the same.
It needs to be taller than her.
Yeah.
I love it too. Honestly, she's so cute. I'm gonna have to get to masters. I have to grind it out now.
I could rock it in a cosplay.
Hey. Hey.
Maybe.
All right. Who wants to see Luka in this cosplay right here? I want to see. I want to see yes in the chat. Just nobody wants it. All right. We're not doing
we won't do it.
All right, we're not doing it.
Moving on. So we have the new exclusive equipments, and honestly, we have the one for Crow, and then the next one for Sharoon.
I like, honestly, did you guys see the Crow one where if he defeats a person? Can we go back to that slide? Sorry. But yeah, when enemy is defeated, it cooldowns by 2 turns. I like it. I like that.
You think you'll be a Crow user?
I'm going to be a Crow user. Because if you think about it, what is it, 4 turn? Is it a 4 turn or a 5 turn? I forget. But if you use it, you kill somebody, he gets a shield, and then you put like, what is that when the artifact where you revive, then you're gonna get a turn. You're gonna get another turn. That's 2 kills right there. That's 2 kills. It's easy. Best boy Crow. I missed him.
And then for Sharoon, I think, she needed a little bit something.
I'm gonna be real. I haven't used Sharoon. I have her. I haven't really built her and used her, but I think it could help. I think a lot of the skills can help. It's not like overly crazy. It's not overly overpowered, but I think it could do a lot for her.
And then we'll move right along. The 5 new 3-star heroes.
All right, guess which 3 is my favorite. Guess. I really like them though. I like the designs, honestly. I can see like what area we're going towards right now, and I really like it. It's not all the girls, okay? It's not only the girls. Okay, I am not Mashuu, guys. I don't only play female people. I play all of them. Men, Fury, furries.
Design-wise, though, who's your favorite?
My favorite?
Yeah.
It's the guy. It's the guy with the headband. I forgot his name. But it's the guy with the headband.
Safun and Luka.
I don't know. Like, he reminds me of, have you guys ever watched Hunter x Hunter? You know, the dad?
Okay. Oh,
he kind of reminds me of him. So it's like, I got a little bit of that from there, you know? So it's like, I like it. I like it.
He reminds you of the dad.
The dad. I forget his name. I keep forgetting his name. But yeah, he reminds me of him.
Okay. Their kits are honestly, I don't know if you guys have been able to check out the new kits. They're actually pretty interesting. There are some more focus or fighting spirit, I believe. Fighting spirit or focus. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So then moving right along.
Jing, there we go. Junie.
So then we have Junie.
She's not one of my top 3.
We have Luka.
That's one of my top 3.
Talas.
There's another one.
Talia.
Okay, fine. That's the third one. Those are my 3. Okay.
And Suthan. Yeah. How are you guys feeling about the episode revamp?
I like it.
Like, it makes it so much easier for all the new people.
Like, after grinding it all out and then seeing how much easier they made it, it kind of makes me feel like I want to start all over again. You know, maybe make another account or something. Because, like, I want to see how easy it is, you know? How easy it is, how much easier it is to progress.
Is there anyone in chat right now who is a new player? Who started within the last maybe month? Because I feel like it was a lot easier for me when I started, and that was almost 2 years ago. And it's even easier now.
Oh, yeah.
So if you are starting, even in the last 2 months,
it's pretty good for you. You're starting at a pretty good time. There's a lot of good stuff out there. A lot of free stuff.
Yeah, so we'll move right along for all our people. Yeah, all the difficulties are being even lowered. For all you Auden, for people who haven't done Savior Auden yet.
I grinded that out like a couple weeks, three weeks ago or something like that, 3-4 weeks ago. I should have waited. I used so much energy, so much time, and it was a grind. But when you grind that hard and you actually get it, you feel very satisfied. You feel like you completed something, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
No?
Yeah.
Come on. You don't feel like a completion of, like, you know, you work so hard for something and you get it?
True. Agreed. Okay, you're right. Okay, we'll move right along. And then the changes to unrecorded history, moving all of them into one.
Love this. I love this with the freaking passion. Why? Because, like, you know, like, it was pretty easy to do it through the AP thing, but you got to go to the different places. Like, kind of like it changes maps. It takes a little time. But this way, you just in all one place. There's more catalysts. I love this change. It's one of my favorites for sure.
Yeah. Moving along. We have, this is very interesting.
This one, oh man. I'm gonna start having to do side stories a lot more now. It's gonna be a very interesting thing.
I think it's kind of nice that you can roll on them.
Yeah, like going up with that rate just for doing a side story. That's actually a pretty good deal. Like a lot of the newer people too. Like you can literally choose who you want next. And that was never like a possibility before, you know. Now it's like you can choose.
Now you kind of have that option.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're starting today?
Oh, congrats. Welcome.
You're starting today? Congratulations, man. Welcome to the grind. Don't give up. Trust me, it gets better.
We have so it's like just showing the storyline pretty much. Okay, moving on. Then we have our drop rates up for Ida. And Ken. And Arya for people who haven't gotten Arya yet.
Who doesn't have her yet?
Beehoo will be up on the 26th.
Next week.
Is it next?
Is that next week?
Is that already the 26th?
I think it is. Wait, today's the 18th, right, guys?
I believe so. Oh, 19th. Today's the 19th.
It is.
Yeah.
Wow. God, it's already the end of January, guys.
Yeah. And then we'll be having the new Mystic Summon rotations.
There he is.
And he'll also be coming in.
There he is.
On the 26th, so next week.
There he is. I'm just gonna get him for the eye patch. Like, I might not even like build him and stuff, because I think all my defense gear is on other people. But I'm just gonna get him for the eye patch. I like it.
Yeah, and then the final coin shop rotation. I still haven't gotten my ML headhunt yet, so.
Still? Well, you don't need it.
I'm waiting till the last second.
You literally have all the MLs. Like, the luck of Luka is real, guys. So real. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so that's going to be it for the imprint. And we'll be moving right into a new segment called Let's Talk, where we'll be bringing in a new content creator to kind of just go over the patch and to get their insights on how they feel about it. And for today's guest, we have Jenazad.
Jenna, welcome.
Thank you so much for coming out, Jenna. I hope you're having a good time. And can you please introduce yourself to the new people in
Hey, what's
chat?
up? I'm Jenazad. I stream the game a bunch. And yeah, that's kind of it. Sorry that my camera's a little bit yellow today.
No one can tell.
I had no idea.
Right?
I'll fix
right,
it someday.
Chat? It looks pristine.
No, he is not a new streamer. He streams very often and for a very long time at
We'll be
peak
bringing
hours of
in
night.
different content creators.
Yeah.
But yeah, so to start things off, Jenna, how do you feel, or your first impressions on the new heroes, the 3-star heroes, Beehoo, and ML Furious?
Let me start with Beehoo. My initial impression, I was a little unsure, but I thought about it a little bit more. I don't think Beehoo is gonna work all that great. That's kind of my initial thought. His S3 is kind of cool, but I realized there's kind of a lot of problems with him. Doesn't really have much consistent damage. Pretty much after their S3 and then into an S1, that's kind of it, right? The burst isn't really huge. Doesn't give himself attack buff. I think they're a little bit awkward. I think as a ranger also, they don't get to use Guiding Light because they need an artifact that puts burns on, so I think that makes it so they're just going to die too easily. You can't use them in a long match. I'm not really feeling Beehoo too much, but hey, we'll see. I'd love to be wrong about that. Maybe they'll be kind of cool.
So do you think the best artifact is his artifact?
Her?
Monka.
Okay, the best artifact is probably, that free side story one that we got? That like like this ranger artifact, this 5-star one we got for free from like Demons of Nadalon side story. I think that's
I do remember. I don't remember what it's called though.
I'm not.
I don't remember its name either, but it's actually probably pretty good on Beehoo. It's either that one or
Seal of Capture.
Seal of Capture.
Yeah, Seal of Capture.
There you go.
I think that's the one. We even get it max limit broken for free, which is awesome. So I actually think that's probably the best one.
Nice.
Yeah, her. What was that name?
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I never said her.
I mean, if you feel like on paper currently he's looking a little bit. What do you think could give him that little like oomph?
I think if he gave attack buff to himself, he would instantly be way better. And also, I don't like that his S1 is a 50% chance to activate. It should be 100.
Do you think it should be 100? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, the burn does do 100, right? So you think the burn shouldn't be the 100? It should just be automatic 100.
Oh, I think both. It should be 100% chance to activate the special attack with the detonate and the burn and everything.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That would be a nice change.
Yeah, I
That'd be a
mean
nice
that would be
change.
interesting. But also, yeah, we will have to see when he comes
Yeah.
out just to.
You never know, guys. You never know.
Yeah, that's just the initial thought, right?
Yeah.
What about Peacemaker Furious?
Okay, Peacemaker Furious. I think he looks really fun. He actually looks kind of cool. Oh, and Smallgate knows the Guiding Light never procs, and it literally never works, so they made it so he takes 2 turns at the beginning. So that's pretty smart. He uses his S2 and then gets another turn. Kind of cool. I think that his buff is really crummy. I don't know why he gives speed buff to the team. I feel like he should give defense buff or something, and it would make a lot more sense.
Because he is defense scaling.
Should make some more.
Yeah. I looked at the video, and I wasn't super impressed with his damage. I think he seems really cool, and I think the only thing he's missing maybe is just higher damage numbers or something. But like, I like the idea of him using his S2, buffs the team with something, and then he does S1, Soul Burn or something, gets 2 more focus, and then his next turn rolls around and he gets to S3. That sounds really fun, and he seems kind of cool. But his damage might just not be there. Maybe he just needs a little touch up on that or something. That's pretty much it, though.
Not bad, not bad.
I mean, minor change to defense.
Yeah.
For defense.
Yeah. Oh yeah, his base defense also is not so hot. Like Beehoo has like way higher defense. They should swap.
We're never gonna ban Jenna, guys. Come on.
We appreciate, his takes.
Of course.
Look, I've said a lot of crazy stuff, and they haven't stopped me yet. Like on my stream. Okay. So.
Maybe it's because we didn't see it,
Don't worry, guys. I decided to
clip
reform.
it and ship it.
I've decided to reform. I did some self-reflection, and no more toxic.
Have you been able to look at any of the new units or the 3-star units, or what are your?
Yeah, I actually did look at the 3-star units. I really like that Luka character's design. I kind of wanted them to come out, but I think she actually could be good in some PvE stuff. Possibly, she has like a defense break, an attack buff for an ally, and then like some pretty good debuffs. I think that she might work pretty well in like the Blue Expo or something.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I think they're kind of interesting. I also think that the Dark unit, he like puts a bunch of burns on, but his passive is pretty cool where it just keeps stacking, like increasing his stats or something, like up to 10 or 20 times. I think that thing's kind of cool, but he needs it. I mean, let's be real. 3-stars kind of need special changes most of the time. They sometimes give them really cool skill sets or abilities. It feels like Spawngate likes to test the waters with abilities like Stigma and stuff when it first came out. So until they get a special change, they're going to be a little hard to use, but hey, people use Hostel and she's a 3-star, so who knows?
You never know.
True.
Even if they are to become a little bit more niche, right? There are people who will make their favorite units work in different ways possible.
That's true.
Right? I've seen like an Inos player. I've seen Sonya. It just depends on just how much you like them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish special changes could come out a little faster for some of these units, just because like there's so many 3-stars people like that want a little fix for,
Ooh, okay. So recently we had Shepherd Jenna, but who would you want to be next?
Oh, dude, Penelope, 100%. I've been waiting since that character was released. I've been waiting for them to get a special change. Hey, I think they could actually be pretty cool. I would love for that character to get a special change. They should, I don't know, just start the battle stealthed or something. Bam. Gonna pick that character all the time.
I'm seeing a lot of love for Christy in the chat. Christy specialty change.
I think if Christy got a special change, she could be like completely insane. There's a lot of 3-stars that could be like really crazy with special changes, but like, okay, let's get some of these cool special changes. Let's I don't know, how about don't develop another Advent? We can just skip that and instead work on another special change. I'll take the trade.
Then who's your current favorite specialty change out right now?
Ooh.
Do you mean like the best one or my favorite one?
Your favorite.
Your favorite.
Your favorite. Because I mean, everyone's basically using Arrow right now, right? So it's like your favorite.
God, what's my favorite one? I don't even know. Arrow's like the only one I use, I feel like, at the moment. I'm just like, I don't know. God, what are the special changes that are the really good ones? I mean, Ross is always a classic. Savior Aiden. I forgot about her somehow. Oh, yeah. All-rounder Wanda. That's my favorite, but I think she's not very good.
Okay. Gotcha.
Well, I mean, talking about like PvP and things like that, how do you feel about the LQC skin?
I think it looks pretty good. I think something, guys, I'm not paid to say this, but I definitely think that one thing Smallgate is really, really good at is art and animation stuff, right? And every time they make one of these skins, I feel like I see the concept art, I'm like, oh man, that looks so good, right? There's a couple of the RTA skins I wasn't the biggest fan of, but like some of them are just incredible. Like it just changes the character and makes them so much better. So I actually really like that. Yeah. I think the OQC one looks really nice, but maybe that also means she's getting a buff or something, because a lot of people have trouble using her. I don't know if she's gonna get a tiny touch up or something maybe soon.
We have no idea, but that would be great. That would be great.
That would make sense.
Yeah, it would. Honestly, yeah, I enjoy like a lot of the skins that we make. They all look really nice. Like Ravi is always gonna be one of my favorites.
Really?
I really like it. I don't know why, but I
like
really
that one
really
too.
like it. I think the design is really nice.
Somebody said little peasant Charlotte. She looks like a peasant. She's probably wearing way better clothing than what you're wearing right now. You're probably in like a muscle shirt right now and some shorts. All right.
Looking at herself in the mirror, flexing. Come on, man.
Yeah. How dare you say that about her
Dude,
outfit?
she's so cute, man. I like it. I really do like it.
So would you both say, or okay, would you both say that Ravi skin is your favorite, or do you have a more favorite skin? Cause
I mean the Spectre Tenebria one.
Yeah.
that is a classic.
Yeah.
To me it's like trash to treasure. I felt like because I wasn't the biggest fan of her original design, but the skin is like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's why Spectre Tenebria is the most pay-to-win character in Epic 7 because you have to buy the skin or you can't use that unit.
I agree.
It's not even fair.
When I see a Tene without a skin, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna wreck this person. Like they need the skin to be good. Like skins make you better, guys. Remember that.
I remember when I would get flamed. I would get flamed for not having the Stene skin, but the thing is, I started the game late.
No, you should still have it.
Yeah,
I got it.
Open your wallet.
I got it, okay? But
Let's see. I think my favorite guy one is probably Vildred, and then my favorite girl is Aravi for sure. I don't know. I like the Aravi one. Like no matter what, it's my favorite.
kind of really like the shoe skin. She's so cute.
Oh, I totally forgot. Yeah, the shoe skin. I refused to ever use that unit until I made that skin, so I was pretty happy about that one. Like, oh my god.
Someone is telling me to use. I did use my skin tickets. I used it on the Stene skin.
I'm waiting for the new next big one. That's what I'm waiting for. I have like 120 right now, so I could buy.
Hey, this is just a little thing I think a lot of people might agree with, but if Smallgate released more skins, people would probably pay for them, you know? Maybe not on the Epic Pass, but just, you know.
That is something, I know that is something that we have talked about a lot, you know. Maybe. You know, we'll keep pushing it, right?
Honestly, there's a lot of changes that have been happening over the past 3 years, so you never know what's going to happen. Never know what's going to happen.
I never know. I mean, the dual attack reduction was probably one of the craziest things I've ever heard in my entire life. I couldn't believe it. Maybe next time they do that, I turn it down to 0.
But I mean, so speaking about the skin means you need to reach at least Masters, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the season. Okay, for a new player, how much effort do you feel like you have to put into the game in order to reach Masters? Like just Masters?
Okay, so people who go really hardcore in the game, like look up all this stuff and like try and get help, all those kinds of things. I've seen people go from not playing the game to 3 months hitting champion free to play.
It's very possible.
Is insane.
Very possible.
I think that's crazy to be able to do that. That's super impressive. So don't feel bad if you can't do that, by the way. Those people are like out of control. But if you're not like really doing any RTA, you're pretty new to it, you might have to put in a decent amount of effort. But keep in mind, there's tons of other people like you that you're going to be fighting too. I would probably start right now though, because if you wait till the very end, it's going to be a bunch of players that just want to get to Master and they're just going to blow through everybody else and play like only like 10 games or something, and you're going to be fighting those people. So if you start now, you might not run into them.
Yeah.
So what would you say is kind of like the difference of getting from Masters to, let's say, becoming a more of like the Challenger, Emperor, Legend players, other outside of putting in the games, right?
It's just a grind. It's the grind. Like no matter what, it's gonna be a grind. You're gonna have to keep grinding. You know.
Understanding why you're picking units is pretty important.
Yeah.
Like a lot of lower ranked people will just pick 5 like MO5s and it'll just be a bad team.
Yeah.
Like.
Like me.
I don't know.
Honestly, when I play RTA, I literally just use people I want to use. I don't counter. I don't.
So you're one of them, huh?
Yeah. Hey, I could make it to champion if I wanted to, but it's like, you know, I enjoy playing certain characters and I just force it in there. Sometimes I win, sometimes I don't, you know. But if I do want to climb, actual climb, then I will do the normal stuff. But
normal as in just meta? Or?
yeah, I mean,
Well,
I know how to counter and things like that too, so I will do those things. But normally, it's not copium. I can make it champion. You want to see? I'll do it. Watch. Just watch.
Hey, you can totally do that and get to master just picking what you want, but you know.
So it's like you can kind of pick whatever you want up until masters, but then if you want to be a little bit higher than masters, you gotta use a little noggin a little bit more.
A little bit.
I'd say up until champion maybe. You can just pick whatever you want.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it took me that long to get to masters in RTA. I think it took me around like 6 months of playing. So it's not impossible. It's not hard to do. You just gotta. Honestly, there's a lot of people that try to roll for like the perfect gear and stuff. But if you're not even like close to masters or anything, I rolled on anything and everything. That's why I have so many speed sets with freaking defense and like all these other things, you know. But eventually, I had characters that came out that can actually use those. You know, I know there's a lot of people that actually roll on things when they're building a unit, but there are other equipment that you can roll on that could be for people that you don't have yet, and then you might get later, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like if a piece of gear looks good, but its stats, you're like, I don't know who's gonna use this. I still upgrade that stuff.
Exactly.
So just roll on whatever gear you can.
Well, yeah, I mean, don't be rolling on blue and stuff, you know?
Oh, okay. Yes, yeah. Like if the stats are cohesive and high enough.
Yes.
Roll
on it.
Okay, I have had this issue for a little while now where I felt like I could only roll on gear that had like minimum 3-4 speed on it, and then I would just chuck it even if it wasn't like if it was like mid, but I just need gear. So now I have just been rolling on everything that looks okay.
Yeah.
Just because I need more gear to gear my units.
Yeah. I mean, just don't waste all your gold. But don't worry, everybody. You can hit master. Just put a little work in. Make sure that you pick all the really OP units like Aiden and Arrowell and all that kind of stuff. And yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing. You just gotta try. Sometimes, you know, if you want, you build your own comp. Like you build certain players that you want to use in RTA, and then you build a counter to that. So when that doesn't work, then you just use the other people, right? I think people are trying too hard to just, I can't do RTA because I don't have this unit. It's more of like, you know, there are other units you can replace. They might not be better or as good, but you can still use it, right? So that's what I usually do. I just use whatever I want.
Oh, someone just reminded me in chat. Hey, you guys maybe put a Mui in the connection heroes. I think that would be pretty helpful to people.
Yeah, but and I don't know. This season I was gonna try and go a little bit past masters, but maybe it's a little late. But maybe still try to see how.
It's never too late. I've seen your gear. I've seen your heroes. You have all of them. You can definitely make it to masters.
It's that.
I think you could definitely make it.
It's that competitive fear mindset.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. You know something I want to talk about real quick. I want to talk about ML Ray just a little bit. All right. He's pretty cool right now. After the change, I just want to say, he's kind of fun. I don't know if you guys should pull for him, because we got ML Lilius and stuff coming up, but he's kind of cool. That's all I'm saying. He's actually pretty fun.
Did you guys hear that? DDR is fun, guys.
I don't know if he's really that good, but he might be okay. He might be.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little heads up. I don't know. Wait a few days before you pull him at least, though.
Copium. He said copium.
No, not copium.
I mean, we were talking about it before, and he was mentioning how you actually had a lot of fun after the update, and.
Well, I was actually winning. That's the more important thing than even just the fun, right? A lot of winning fun. Just to like prove that maybe he's a decent character. I don't know. I think it's all right. Look, I just pick him. My opponent picks Edward. Like, the moment you pick Ray, your opponent has to pick a crap team. That's the power of him. Because they then have to be on damage control because they're scared of him. Because nobody even knows what he does, right?
It's true.
Not bad.
It's true.
Yeah. And then, so have you been able to look at any of the the revamped unrecorded history?
Oh yeah, yeah, I did, and it's pretty good. Oh, also like the side story stuff that they added, like the side story summon thing. There's actually some pretty nice stuff this patch. Some nice quality of life stuff. I think unrecorded history used to be a total pain. You're just literally running through the story again, right? But now not so bad at all. And you get to double dip on the rewards now if you already did the regular unrecorded history. Not bad.
Yeah, I really like it. That's like one of my favorite changes. It's really
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of quality of life updates, and
oh yeah,
I just in the last few months alone, there has always been some sort of kind of quality of life update happening to make the game a little bit easier for newer players, and it's been really nice.
it's been nice.
I know someone was asking for the survey. We have a code this week, which is Peacemaker, because Peacemaker Furious.
Yeah, the surveys are always the little free box thing in your inventory now, pretty much.
It's the little gift box. It'll ask for a password. Yeah.
We're not in white. We don't talk about that no more. That's a long time ago, man. You're late. We don't talk about that.
But yeah, I mean, I remember when I was trying to grind through unrecorded history the very first time, because I was trying to unlock the Moonlight connection for RB, because you have to go back and do everything.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah. I think Smallgate's really good at their quality of life stuff, and they improve a lot of things. I think sometimes Smallgate release something that's bad, like the pets initially, right? And then they'll fix it later, right? Like they'll turn it up to exactly what people want. Although pets could use a little bit of a touch up, but Smallgate will release stuff, and people will be like, I don't know about this thing, and then they'll improve it way more, right, at a later time, and it becomes exactly what people wanted. So sometimes it just takes a little time for some of that stuff, but it works out pretty well in the end, right?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think that's really all we have for today's stream.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there that are asking dumb questions right now. But, we just want to be here to cover all the stuff, in case some people didn't see it, in case some people don't understand it, we're just talking about it.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that, guys.
Yeah, it's more so that we can talk with you guys and get your input right away, right?
Yeah.
Because that's really what Here's the Thing was for. And, it really did take a toll on Mashu's health having to stream those really late nights. And so that's why we wanted to have this new series where it's at a better time. And that's just, yeah.
Nerf AOL, I haven't heard that in so long.
That is a...
Hey, I'm down. Mashu would just stay up till 5 a.m. or whatever, every night, or 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And so, we hope that you guys can understand that he works full time.
Yeah, it's
probably more than full time.
Oh.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Even though the stream ends at a certain time, he has to do more work after, right? So it's not an easy thing to do all the time, So, if you guys love Mashuu, and I know you guys do, let Mashuu sleep. There you go. Hashtag let Mashuu sleep. Come on, guys. Come on, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so Jenna, if you want to tell everybody, your stream times, your socials.
Yeah, I usually stream in 3 to 4 hours from now. So you'll probably see me around. I don't know. I've just been having some kind of rough times in the stream recently, but you know what? I'm fully reformed. You can count on that. And I'm also on YouTube at Jenazad. I'll probably put a video talking about ML Ray soon, actually. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, guys, go give him a follow. Watch his streams. They're very entertaining. He's very educational, too, so you'll learn a lot for sure.
very educational. You will learn a lot. Plus, he's literally streaming pretty much all the time.
All the time. Every day for many, many, many hours.
So yeah. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. It's your friendly neighbor, Luca.
And it's your CM name.
It's Jenna. Thank you. Bye.